one of the reasons why I love the magazine Real Leaders, and I love just even the conversations that we've been having, is because it asks the question, what is truly leadership? And that's a question, for example, I've had the honor to pose to Nelson Mandela, and to ask him the question, what's his view of leadership and his personal leadership style? And he once said, I led my flock from behind. And went on to explain that he was a young boy as a shepherd, and you realized if you led ahead, of course, your sheep would stray, and your job truly is just to make sure that the main continue in one direction and to catch the ones on the side and keep as many of the stragglers coming together. You know, I had the honor to talk with Desmond Tutu and to ask him his view of leadership. And we talked a lot about how he viewed the newspaper as God's to-do list delivered to our front door every day, and that a leader is a person who just seizes the opportunity to make the change every single day in front of us. And then you look at the greatest leaders I've ever met, who, to be candid, are Nobel laureates, and the Nobel laureates inspire me, and the change makers inspire me. But actually, when you look at a sheer leadership quality, I'd say a lot of the street kids we've worked with in developing countries have the greatest leadership ability. And hear me out on this, because you've got people who have almost nothing, who manage to always find a place for their friends to sleep. They look out for food. You've got taking care against drug dealers or pimps or corrupt police or whatever might be the reality for kids in developing countries. And there's an enormous sense of family that exists among these kids. And for kids who are 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, these kids are thrust into leadership potential and in a leadership experience that most CEOs would never be able to survive, because you can't purchase, you can't cajole, you can't twist an arm to get an outcome. You're dependent on your ability to truly lead through persuasion, through having almost nothing, but through your compassion and the friendships and the social network, the real social network you create among the fellow people. That's the only way you can survive. And so it's fascinating, and I've actually always been fascinated by the leadership dynamics of street kids.